Buddy. And outside someone decides to rev their motor. Excuse me. Hi Eve. Hi Annabelle. Hi Cream Crazy. This probably isn't going to be very long just because this was a pretty upsetting couple of days. But I do have some things I want to discuss. Actually quite a few. So I'm just going to go as long as I can. And then I'm going to call it a night. Eve, do you want to come up on panel with me? I might actually need you down there. Hi, Luca Vega. Welcome. Hi, Rakes. I debated whether to do this. I had folks recommending both ways. Let's just do it. Let's just do it as long as I can. Okay. So, a little bit early. Can you imagine that? When's the last time I was early? What's everybody been doing the last couple of days? Listening to any YouTube? Oh my goodness. It's like, is it the some kind of moon phase here? Some kind of pagan festival day? I don't know. What the hell's going on? Hey, Rain Dancer. Hey, sweetheart. I can't answer you. I'm getting a phone call. Mercury retrograde. I don't know anything about that. Now, why can't I do that? Anyway, Rain Dancer, try to make you a mod, but I don't see how I can do that at the moment. I can put you in timeout or ban you. I don't want to do either one of those. Okay. Hey, Cursed. Yeah. Oh my god, let's just talk. I can't focus today. I don't know. I'll figure it out later, Rain Dancer. I will. I don't know. It's weird. Oh, I wonder if I can do it on my other phone. Probably not. I'll probably end up disconnecting myself like I usually do when I. Uh-oh. Yeah, we'll always let Kirsten. Okay. So, first off, I'm going to start with my phone call to TBI. Yeah, I hope so. I don't usually have any trolls in here. My chat is very well behaved. Very very intelligent too. I have the best critical thinking chat on YouTube, I believe, in my opinion, which is the one that counts the most right at the moment here, because I'm in charge. Okay, so my call to the TBI. I had something I had called in someone that called TBI. No, we don't have any trolls in here. Cursed, you're wearing a disguise. Someone that had called TBI and they didn't return their call. Oh, they did not call TBI. They called Hawkins County. I'm sorry. And yeah, Hawkins County didn't return a lot of people's calls, actually, from what I've heard, and even hung up on some people. Hi, Butterfly's Journey. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Diamond Eyes. Hey, Crazy Chicken Lady. So I was asked to help, and I had called the FBI and reported this, and he was going to pass it on to TBI. So nothing happened still. So I called TBI again and actually talked to a very nice person who took down all my information. And, um, people always say, "What are you doing for summer?" You know what? I've done a lot for her. Hey, Truth and Justice. But it's not for content. So we're not going to talk about what my tip was because that's not anybody on YouTube's business, right? I gave it to law enforcement. Hopefully, they'll follow up on it. And hopefully I'll hear if they follow up on it. I think I will. Not from law enforcement, of course, but from the person that has the information. So anyway, I'm not going to use that for content. However, when I was on the line, I did happen to ask if a certain YouTuber who claims to get updates from TBI because he has a good relationship with them. I asked if they'd ever heard of this person, and she laughed. How ridiculous it was that anyone would think that or believe that TBI was passing on information to a YouTube. Hi, Catering Munch. She said one YouTuber claims that they call them every time TBI gets a tip. She's like, we've got way too much to do to be calling up YouTubers or giving them information. She said they never, ever have talked to any YouTuber. So I hope that sets that straight. And I miss you. And I also ask who I should call to report someone covering up a child sexual assault. If you know, you know. And she told me who to call, district attorney in that county. And then I looked up statute of limitations for covering that up because everybody in Tennessee is a mandatory reporter, right? And it kind of varies. There's a lot of different variables, so I'll have to look into that. Or I'll just call it in and let them figure it out. But you know, you know. I figured most people in here, hey, remain calm. Yeah. I'm not a whippersnapper. I'm a lightning rod. That's what I am. Okay, so that pretty much covers my TBI call, I believe. Yeah. Or I could just say, hey, tune in, for every day for the next week, and maybe I'll have more information for you. I'm sorry. I'm glad I can laugh today because it wasn't a very funny day. Actually. Okay, so another thing I found interesting was Cher and PG. Let's talk about Cher and PG for a minute. So Cher claims that she talked to Don 24/7, right? 24/7. And PG also claims that she talked to Don 24/7, right? So why don't PG and Cher ever mention each other? If they were both talking to Don 24/7, hey, squirrely girl. Chuck Carter. Hey, Diamond Eyes. That's why Superintendent Doug. Oh, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Something else. Yeah, a lot of conspiracies. I'm just curious why Cher and PG never mention each other. Was it a three-way call? 24/7? They both claim to have talked to Don constantly. So I don't understand why they never mention each other. So in listening to Jody Sue, which I don't usually do, but she was on someone else's panel, she brought up some interesting information about PG, how she was Don's original media manager, which I thought was interesting because she did say that she wrote everything he said, everything he read. Remember how she was directing him? Um, I didn't know she was working with Benny. I didn't know she set up the first scamathon. So what brought her to Don? Seriously. What am I missing? Remain calm. You know what, woman? Just pretend we don't. What? I'm lost. I'm sorry. I'm lost. Oh, remain calm. What did you say? I don't know. Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to put a banner up here. Should I do Rose Bly? Elijah Boo? We'll do Summer Wells because we're talking about her right now. Prairie dog cover crimes before, but did Cher? Yes, because Cher, now I don't know how long ago that was, but Cher did play, a video of a crime. Now I can't remember what it was. Actually Cotton Candy did. And, Cher had, of course, contacted the mother, like usual. And, she and Cotton Candy were talking behind the scenes about how they thought that this lady was shady or asking, oh, well, Kirst, welcome to the room. Nobody should ignore you. Her name used to be Elsie. Oh, okay. I'm going to get a screenshot of this. Hey, Luca, tell me more. Tell me more, please. Oh my God. Now, I don't know. Diamond, that's not true. Okay, what did Diamond say? You guys know I'm always seriously behind in chat. I guess I'm not that good at multitasking. She spoke at the first vigil. PG did? Or Cher? I'm getting confused. I don't know. They came in at the same, yes, with J for Justice. Okay, so Benny, if she was working with Benny at the beginning, who else was she working with? And how did an old lady from Ohio hook up with Benny from Texas and join together in a case of a missing 5-year-old from Tennessee? How did that happen? How did that happen? How did PG get involved in that to begin with? And we're going to be talking more about PG here in a minute because she did something, well, more than one thing that I think is pretty unforgivable. I get it. You are Greeno lover. What's Greeno lover mean? Now, see, Luca, do you want to come up and on panel? Because I'll get the link. if I don't drop myself off while I'm doing it. Let me see how I do that. How do I do that? Oh, okay. You can't? Oh, shoot. All right. Yeah, your brain almost exploded, remain calm. I thought the top of my head was going to come off. I could not breathe. I honestly thought I was having a heart attack. That was not a pleasant experience for me. Sorry, Lisa, about Delphi, that is. I didn't follow Delphi, so um I don't know. I don't know anything about Delphi. Hey, Chapstick. Turtle and Turtle and PG. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Maybe some other time. Because maybe you have some information there from the beginning. How did PG get involved? That's what I want to know. How did PG get involved? What drew her attention? And I know she and Benny were tight for quite a while until Benny outed her. So something happened there. I don't know. I'm glad I didn't get involved in. Yeah, I don't team up with other YouTubers. I just go my own way. But I just think that's interesting. Okay, so Cher did this case, and she and Cotton Candy, back when they were together, were talking behind the scenes, and Cotton Candy showed the conversation. She did show the receipts, and they were talking about how this lady was running a scam, or was that dry begging or whatever that's called? I don't know. Trying to get money. And so Cher said she didn't feel like she could promote her anymore. And it was an older case. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was before summer, but did PG ever cover any other cases? Oh, I don't know. Well, we know that. Aha. You think so? PG said she contacted Don a couple weeks, yeah. And Cher said she contacted him about the same time. Okay, so do you think that maybe Cher's PG? I'm just kidding. um, were they both in Discord and met Benny? And that's how, like, did they both contact Don at the same time? That's just curious. How could they both be talking to him 24/7 and yet neither one ever mentions the other one ever? Certainly, Don mentioned them to each other. I would think. I don't know. Cher, could it be she really knew Allie? I don't know. Because New York isn't that close to Ohio either, is it? No. I've driven across New York. That's got to be the longest, most boring drive across that state. Other people tell me Upper New York is really pretty, but not the part I went through. Hey, Nana for Life. Welcome. A husband, wasn't it? Don was going to. Yes. Yes. Yes, a husband. But now she wouldn't have anything to do with somebody as low as Don, right? She only goes for professional men. A little bit on Sebastian. First phone call PG gave came from Harlan. Well, I know without a doubt who PG is and where she came from, but she uses third party provider phones. I know her call-in number came from Maine, or one of her numbers came from Maine. That was the area code. I think she had Patricia Dean's number before it got assigned to a Patricia Dean. I don't remember what was on her. I wish we could find her first channel. And how did she pop up on Ziggy's? I don't know. Too bad Ziggy isn't here. Cher did Quentin Simon, yeah. She also, as soon as Cam and Allie got arrested, remember she called Cam's mother and then claimed that Cam's mother called her. Oh, she was, yeah, she called me today. Somebody said, oh yeah, returned your call? Why does she, I don't know, insert herself? What happened to Don't Go Live? It doesn't seem to be a thing anymore, does it? I see better to be first than to be right is a lot of people's mottos. And that's not just recently either. Summer was PG's first case. Yeah, I believe that too. She definitely knew Allie before. She shared a post of her daughter missing years before. PG did? How would PG know Allie? Does Allie have any connection to Ohio? I was surprised to see, as I was cruising Facebook, that Hunter's girlfriend's mother, Red, was friends with Allie way back. That's just kind of odd that then their kids got together. I didn't realize they had known each other for years. I guess they all came from New York, huh? Isn't it interesting how everybody in this story all ended up right here in Kingsport and Rogersville at the same time? Very odd group of people. I don't know. That's a good question, Mishu. I don't think so. Have they? I don't know. PG's been on a lot of panels. PG's 4 kids, yeah, that's bullshit. Allie was in Tennessee. Yeah, but PG was. How would PG have known her before Summer went missing? Don was chatting as Prayer Gardens of America. I don't know why she became how now PG used the name Isabella Bible on Facebook at first. And then what was her second name? I don't think she had 2 other names before Sissy Bible. And I know Isabella Bible was one of them because I have a picture of that. Hill Mafia. Cher had said that they were trying to get her to act a certain way with PG and BK. So this is going to be a good discussion here. I've really wanted to get to the root of this after I found out all this. So what was who did she set up that first game-a-thon with? Besides Benny, who else was involved in the first one? I didn't realize there had been so many. I wonder how PG got hooked up with Benny, though. This is all very mysterious, but let's sort it out. She went in Doug's panel before. Oh, yes. Luca, could you please send that to me? Messenger? Or my email is justiceforrose@aol.com. Or, my name on Messenger. Nobody seems to have a problem finding me there. My app is a lady sewing with a bird on it, of course. Ernie is from Harlan, and she has always defended him. Yeah. Well, and Ernie was a friend of Jenky's and stopped in her restaurant all the time. I'm going to be doing a thing on Ernie. It's not going to make half of YouTube very happy, but Yeah, we're going to dig into Ernie and Kayla Massengill. It's about time somebody did, in my opinion. So, yeah, we're going to get into that. I got some stuff planned. I have too many things planned and not enough time. The next 2 weeks are extremely busy for me. My dad's having surgery, which wouldn't be a big deal if he wasn't in his 90s. And I got some other stuff going on, so. But after that, full steam ahead as far as I'm concerned. I'm gonna figure out how to do the damn videos. I did get my laptop hooked up to my modem, and I did get StreamYard or YouTube up there. I guess I just don't know how to use StreamYard through YouTube Studio. I'm gonna have to have somebody talk me through that. Curse, maybe you can do that later when I get done. Yes, she did. A blonde girl. You never heard PG talk bad? And she did claim that she talked to Allie every day, right? But she did turn on her. Now I have an Ohio and Indiana connection. Well, yeah, PG's from Ohio. We're going to get to that. Well, good. Remain calm. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everybody's here. Thanks, you guys. Look at what we're getting solved here. Answering some questions of mine. I think PG knew a lot of people. What? How? What does she do? What is her, I don't know, occupation? Hi, TPE. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. LC Justice for Victims page. I'm going to have to check that out. Oh no, I don't know that. Oh yeah, Luca, thank you. I appreciate it. Was the first scamathon the one? I think they did say Jody Sue was involved in that. I don't know. She seemed to know all about all four of them and who was involved. Jody Sue's somebody that's been involved since the beginning. What's PG's relationship with Jody Sue? Oh, you know what? I still remember her going on and on about what a great mother Jody Sue was. I remember that vividly because I think Wisconsin Mom and I argued with her, or Wisconsin Mama did anyway. We were like, what? She's like, oh yeah, if she had to pick between Jody Sue and Candace, Jody Sue is a wonderful mother. That was kind of scary. Ah, Peachy said she was the one who talked Don. Well, yeah, you weren't right here right at the very beginning. Remain calm, but yeah, we found out that PG was directing Don from the very beginning, writing his scripts, what he said. She was directing him. She was his first media manager. So I can believe that. Well, and especially if PG and BK were working together, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. And Benny said he was there, within the first week or two? No, I didn't know about it until, yes, the October one. Chapstick. Oh, are you talking about PG? Yeah, Benny liked to involve himself in cases too, like Monica Sherrod. Now, somebody said that the West Boys, however, I did not follow that case, so I don't know. The first case I followed was Sophie Long. Just followed along. That was a trip. There's a lot of dirt out there and a lot of YouTubers from that case, but everybody seems to love those people now. I think I still have a lot of videos that could blow them out of the water. And then I followed Cash Gurnan. And that then Rose and Summer. That's it. People say I've done this in a lot of cases. I don't know what cases they would be talking about, but I don't know. I've been accused of being a lot of people. Cher is the one who told Don not to talk to Ernie. People need to stay away from Ernie. Hey, crazy chicken lady. Thank you, hon. Yeah, I believe she's very pushy, but how did she get into the Discord? What is her end game? What is PG's end game? What is Robin Lane's end game? Those are two people I cannot figure out. Apparently, Tim's is that he wants access to Don to make a documentary because he's into all that photography and music and all that stuff. So that explains Tim. He's not a mystery to me in this case. Robin Lane, she's a mystery. PG, she's a mystery. Cher, I think she just wanted content. She likes to claim she has the inside story. Well, yeah, we should get together, remain calm. You know what? How about if I swing down and visit Pam Tate and you can join us? I'm sorry. Yeah, everybody needs to stay away from Ernie. Seriously, he's not who some people think he is. Yeah, he ain't gonna find Summer. He already found her at the racetrack, remember? So Cher and BK, but Cher wasn't tied to PG. I don't know. Is PG a mail carrier? No. But her husband, ex-husband, owned a barbershop for decades, which, if you remember, it stuck in my mind. One night she said, if you're familiar with barbering terms, it was a 1 on the top and a 2 on the sides. And I thought, who the hell would know that? That's very specific information. I didn't know that. I'd never run across that. But then when I found out her ex was a barber, that explained that. Hi, Tia. Welcome. Hi, Marie Davis. What's an interloper? It's someone that pushes their way into something that doesn't concern them. There you go. Do you know Mary? She changed her channel name. Do you know Mary? Is that? No, I don't know. Yes, she inserted herself. That's exactly right. Annabelle, you kill me. So if Cher was the first meteor manager, no, PG was. And here was what Jody Sue said, which I wouldn't ordinarily put stock in her, but she wasn't off on anything. She was just talking. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to mention whose channel she was on, but she was calling her out on her bullshit when she was trying to lie, which I thought, you go, girl. So, she said that, and PG did claim she wrote all of that Don's letters and all that stuff. So, she claimed that PG wrote something for Don to read on Dr. Phil, and Don refused. And so then that's when they broke up, and when Don went to Tim and had Tim be his meteor manager. And then, as you remember, PG was a woman scorned and started crying and hating on Don, right? She's kind of wishy-washy about that. I still think she'd go back to him in a heartbeat. Hey, Caitlin. Thank you for stopping by. Well, I'm feeling a little better. My chat always brings that out in me. Yeah, my guess on PJ's money. Yeah. Sock money. Sock money for her little girl. I don't know. She lives in that big, huge house with a full furnished basement with a kitchen and everything. I don't know. I don't want to cut her down because, well, we'll be doing enough of that later. She gets left alone. She does scam. Um, okay, Nana, you would have the inside deal on that. I hope so. I hope that's the case. I don't know. Well, so if that explains Robin and Tim, who does that leave that's shady? PG. Benny. I know Benny was behind the scenes getting a lot of money out of that deal. I don't know. I'd love to know. I'd love to have someone that was there at the very beginning with PG in a Discord spill the tea. So you don't want to have a little tea party there? He's not who he thinks he is. Uh, yeah, oh, Marv? I don't know who Marv is, I guess. I'm sorry. Yeah, interloper. Um, who did I see and I took a screenshot of it that said the Wells were trying to get involved in the who is that? I don't want to lose my place here on my Marv is a woman. Okay. I'm not familiar with that name. Yeah, I think Robin, I haven't seen much of her lately, but I don't know. She did help him with the house. I know a lot of people that did help him with the house, but they got a little disillusioned and left. Um, Tim and Benny had to ghostwrite Don's prayer. Yeah, that was gross. Wow. Okay. I'll take your word for it, Nana, because you know her. BK said that TM was paying him to run interference on YouTube. Well, there's another question. How did Penny get involved in all this with BK? I hope you can't hear those cars drag racing outside for some reason. Trixie Star. Now, I don't know who that is. Hey, ERT. Welcome. I don't know Trixie Star, but let me take a screenshot of this and I'll look. None of those people are going to talk. Don will never give PG up because people have tried. I think that PG has something on Don, something that he doesn't want to reveal and that he's afraid she'll say. What that is, I don't know. But there's something there. There's no other explanation for that. Yes, I think Summer did love Robin, and I think Robin loved Summer too. Yeah, they seem close. Did I miss somebody coming in? I'm sorry. It was said Robin Lane's husband did not like her taking her daughter to Van Hill. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, I don't think Don and Candace are a danger. I don't know why people say, they're not allowed to be around kids. Sure they are. I wouldn't let my kids be around 'em. Why? What do you think they're going to do to them, for crying out loud? That's just ridiculous, in my opinion. In my opinion. There you go, remain calm. That's me hot rodding us. It's not like I live next to a racetrack. I don't know what they're doing. Last gasp of summer, I guess. It was Penny and Scott. No, yes, and Penny claimed to have inside information on everything through her law enforcement contacts. And Scott, how did he end up getting in there? How did all these people get involved in this? All these people that don't have anything to do with it, that don't have any information on Summer. Squall is another person. Now, Jody Sue, that's a little different situation because she lived right there, right? But, and Fred and Andy. But where did all these other people come from? People in all other states. How did they all band together to pull something here? But what? Now, I heard people say that, see, I didn't hear Trixie Star. I kind of stuck to my own world, so it would definitely be dark there, Marie, because there's no outside lights that I know of. I've seen pictures of it at night, and I didn't see any yard lights on, so I don't know. I don't get scared very easily, though. My dad said I'm not smart enough to be afraid. Somebody supposedly moved with Brad. Was that, I forget who that was, but apparently they said she moved with Brad to Florida, but Benny said Penny was running things. Yeah. And why? How did Penny get involved? Now she was at least a little closer there, Virginia. How did Cam and Allie get involved? I don't know. He claimed Penny owed him money. Well, that's interesting. How would Penny owe Benny money? A child went missing there, allegedly. What? What? No, a child went missing there. Okay, I'm lost. I'm sorry, I'm being calm. Tell me where? A child went missing where? True crime commentary, Butterfly's Journey. Heard the same? Okay. I'd heard her husband didn't want, yes. Very interesting. Penny and Scott met in, I was in Chris M's Discord. Hey, Okra! Welcome. I'll tell you, I was in Chris M's Discord for a hot minute. And that's back when he was talking about Utah. They were going to nail Don to the wall. And I said, that's not going to happen. Statute of limitations is expired. And I got attacked, of course. Chris's minions. I didn't realize that. He had cultists back then. And finally he came on and said, it is not. And I said, well, how do you explain whatever the court case was? And I got kicked. And then within 20 minutes, probably, Discord shut his Discord down. I thought that was funny. I'm petty like that. Yeah, there's a lot of them that are missing, aren't there? Petty, bothered a neighbor lady. Luca, we need to talk. You need to call me. Penny and Scott. Penny bothered a neighbor lady with cancer. There's a lot of scams going around, isn't it? Oh, hey, no problem. Well, okay, Luca. We need to get Luca and remain calm up here. Please, someday. Next live? My next live was going to be about Greeneyez. Because there's somebody that's inserted themselves for an odd reason, which I don't know yet. Although he is a Eric Church fan, so he's not all bad. Yeah, okay. We need to set it up. Luca, remain calm and get up here and hash it out. I would love that. Disdain for Ernie. Well, everybody has disdain for Ernie, don't they? Ernie was a scam artist from way back. Everything Ernie has touched is a scam. Did you see that article I posted about his fighting? Well, I went through his uh claims, his background on LinkedIn. Some of those places don't even exist. His Kentucky Colonel certificate was fake. He's not trained in all these things. He doesn't have a bounty hunter's license. And then what organization was he with? Was he with the We Can Give You Hope? Isn't that the organization that had the covertly recorded phone call and then they disappeared? I wish I would have downloaded that phone call, but I listened to it 2 or 3 times. Excuse me. Um, yeah, I'm not sure they fell in love with Summer. I think some of them, Nana, saw an opportunity here. Yeah, Penny, yeah, she went to Benny. And then I don't know why TM and AB fell out. Everybody seemed to be trying to tell him before that, but he stuck with her. It's like musical chairs. Do you see people breaking up and pairing up with other people? And yeah, Penny and Scott. Remember, yes, lived nearby, had huge date. So many came out of the woodwork. I don't remember. They were a couple? Someone in Ziggy said, oh, that is, yeah, Softway Underbelly, that is. He did one thing with a guy that was, sexually abused as a child by a family member, and then later, um, by a teacher, a coach. That was one of the most moving stories I have ever heard on there. How that man survived the trauma that he did and came out the person that he is really impressed me. And the second case with the coach, he was right. That was a huge thing in all the papers, and all the deets are out there on that because I checked it out. Um, amazing, amazing what the human spirit can go through and still remain intact. I think, no matter how people try to beat you down, some people can just rise from the ashes. Robin's husband not wanting. Oh, okay. 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 Thank you. I believe Penny owned Benny in his mind because she. I don't know. I look at some of the old stuff that Benny has, and he has some good stuff. Oh, hi, Diane. Thanks for dropping by. We're just, I don't know. Oh, that would be awesome. Truly awesome. I think you can answer a lot of my questions. Yeah, Penny, I don't know what her motive was. I think she was running a lot of things behind the scenes. She was a little more involved than Benny and most people from what I've seen. I don't know. Uh, does anyone remember when BK was messing with PG? She went crying about it being her income. Well, yeah, I think we talked about that before you came in. Um, okay, so that's good because I did hear that BK was paying, um, that he was making a lot of money and sharing some of it out. I have the, BK's video where he turned on PG and outed her. So something happened there. Yeah, she doesn't have an income other than that, as far as I know. Um, her ex-husband died, so she probably lost whatever she was getting from that. And her kids are grown, so yeah, I don't know. So who got Chase into the case? Well, there you go. Who did get Chase into the case? There's another question. When he and Don had physically had a fight. Now, I didn't know about that. I didn't know he and Don even knew each other, but Chase, for crying out loud, with his criminal record, who put him in charge of a fundraiser? That just seemed like a no-brainer to me. Like, what the hell was going on with that? Who would do that? That So that right there, doesn't that tell you that there was something funny with that fundraiser going on? See, now that I talk, things come to me. You guys are great at bringing out all kinds of stuff. I like it when we brainstorm, put our heads together. Um, yeah, Chase. So they found someone crooked to put in charge of the fundraiser. So that right there tells you it was crooked. And I didn't pay attention to that because I don't give anybody money on YouTube, but wasn't Nita involved in that? And um, Queen, I think she's changed her name several times. I think she was in on it. I don't know. That was kind of shady, wasn't it? Yeah, PG, she's still in love with Ernie. She was literally having drool come out of the corners of her mouth when he was on her panel. Oh, we can bring you hope. Yep. Oh, I don't think an intruder got her, and we can talk about that later. Oh, I've seen pictures of them before they were YouTubers. If you'd look at that and now look at the picture that he just did like a week or two ago, I wouldn't have recognized him if he walked on the street. They are so changed. Really changed. It really did not help them for the better. Yeah, I don't think they do. Remember the huge pallet of flyers? Okay, no. For summer from Brad. No, I never paid too much attention to Brad. I'm sorry. Except that I just ran his record and investigated into him and his dad and his relative with the repair business or something. Yep, absolutely. And they still are. Oh yeah, supposedly Brad paid for him. What was Brad giving Nita $3,000 or $5,000 for? Where did that money come from? Was that from the scamathon? And then she still didn't get her car fixed. He killed his abuser. Okay, no, I'm lost. I'm sorry. Really? Okay, chapstick. Thank you. Screenshotting that. Um. Okay, I'll have to contact her too. I can find her. Brad. Yeah, but he was a criminal. Don't forget that Doug had a lot to do with. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Well, see, I didn't follow the West Boys. I don't know anything about that case whatsoever. But yeah, Cash Gernon. Oh, you betcha. The pizza? Excuse me. Yeah, Doug is still pissed that he had to pay for that pizza that Benny took Monica because Benny's credit card got declined. I always hear him ranting and raving about that. Yep, those two were in on that together. And that was a money grab. And then Cash's grandmother threatened to sue him and Molly Golightly because Molly Golightly told Cash's grandmother that she would be nothing if it wasn't for Molly. I have all that. I could put that out, but Molly's gone. Well, she's not really gone, but oh, I appreciate, yes, everybody here. I do have an awesome chat. Penny had a good research team, but Penny wasn't a good researcher because she put out that video about Pam Wells, and that was all incorrect. I was kind of upset about that. She did take it down for a while, but then she privated it, but then she put it back up. I don't know why she didn't take it down. I told her it was false. Oh my God. Roy Boy Wells. Yeah. Don is a black 70-year-old bank robber in prison in Texas. I'm like, Don is not black, and he's not a bank robber, and he's not in prison in Texas. Oh, but that's what they want you to believe. The yeah, the LDS Church gave him a fake identity. What? Don't get me started on her. Don't get me started on her. Okay, I'm gonna have to really. It might have been TM who introduced Chase. Now that makes sense. And how did Tiffany Marie get involved in all this? I don't think she's gonna come in here, but remember the prank phone call to Mary? Tiffany Marie came on and posted that she had personally verified that, and yes, Don had been arrested and was on his way to Boston. That was a fact. And I said, wait a minute. So she deleted it, but she never did retract it or apologize. Better to be first than be right, right? BK supposedly fell in a manhole. That's interesting. Okay, I can make all kinds of comments about that, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be nice, Tia. Was chasing always tied with Penny? Now that I don't know because I wasn't in with that group. Yes, absolutely. Remain Combat, did some of them think that it was legitimate, or were they all in on it being a scam? And what happened to the others? I didn't know there was 4. Was her money collected on the other 3 too? And where did that go? Was the money ever accounted for? Queen, yep. My goodness. Every time I see her, she's changed her name. He was back paid for his disability. Yeah. Definitely a lot of, really? That's interesting. Okay, I'm trying to, definitely not a good dude. Chase sent an email to Tiffany, and she brought him on. I think he and Jody Sue Brown. Well, that's plausible because they were right there, right? I mean, they both lived there, so they could know each other. Who was the first to take? Hi, Be the Bean. Misha, welcome. Who was the first to take money for the fundraiser? Okay, we had talked about that. That was PG and Benny were involved in the first fundraiser. I don't know who else was involved in that. That's what we're trying to figure out. Who was involved in the first one? I believe Penny lent a chance. Oh. Now that's interesting. Hey, you guys, good information coming out here. I'm glad I came live tonight. I wasn't really feeling up to it, but I always have a good chat. You guys throw out some good stuff. We put our heads together, we'll get through this. Promised a lot of people money. You know, I think money motivated a lot of people in this case. And a lot of people have made a lot of money in this case. I haven't made a dime, just for the clarification there. Even though people keep accusing me of it. Chasing was cordial with Penny. So Chasing met Penny through... Oh, I don't know. Did Nana say that? I missed it. Look at how we're digging through this. Supposedly TM and Penny hid Chase's background. Oh, yeah. Well, I ran it and I knew he was a thief. I thought I put that out. Maybe not. Oh, I bet I wasn't on YouTube then. I was putting it out on Facebook. That's why probably not a lot of people saw it. There was another lady too that they put in charge of and she was selling t-shirts and wristbands for summer, and people were going to send her money. That was all on Facebook too. And I ran her background and I contacted someone that was a friend of Candace, and I'm like, I don't really think this is the person that should be in charge of this, because she's got all these, bankruptcies and criminal convictions, and I'm like, I'm not sure she should be the one handling money. But nobody listened to me, and then it was all a big ripoff, and no one got anything, and I'm like, well, I tried to warn you, huh? Doug, I found on the West Boys. I've heard of AV Watchmen, but was that Doug's first channel? See, I didn't follow the West Boys. I don't know anything about that, but hey, a one-way street. I'm trying. Thank you. Welcome. I'll tell you. I don't know how I make it through. Chase lied about paying for the billboard. I can't tell what receipts are receipts and what are fake receipts, because I see things on there that are fake. People do anything for attention, won't they? And someone else. Oh, now that's interesting. They hid Chase's background. So they were kind of promoting him, huh? Flyers were newspapers Brett was supposed to deliver. Somebody said that Josh sent a bunch of flyers to the Wells. Does anybody know anything about that? Don was encouraging everyone to believe that all these scammers were such good people. But Don didn't really know them, did he? I don't know. Were people just taking advantage of Don? Don's not as stupid as people think, though. And I know 2 different people that were in the room when Don was on the phone and laughing because he was feeding YouTubers bullshit. And that's what he was feeding Cher, because she's saying a lot of things over there that I know are not true. One being that Hunter spent the night of the 14th at Ben Hill and left with Candace in the morning. She keeps saying she knows that for a fact. I know for a fact that that is not true. So where did that come from? It was just kind of odd. Yeah. And how did they break up, Tiffany and AB? What broke them up? Brad being a paper boy. TM, yeah, she's drama. Raid dancer. How far behind am I, you guys? I'm always way behind. Yeah, I could believe that. I believe that. There's people that make a living doing that. Okay. So that's way before my time. I know nothing about the Watts case. I'm trying to think of Shanann. I don't know the girls' names. I do know that some really hadn't done a fundraiser and didn't know how to do it. Yes, but most knew they were scamming. I do believe that. Eyes. Huh. Yeah, there is some good stuff. Thanks, everybody. Pulled up videos of others talking about cracking cases. Oh, good. Diane, you know where to find me. I don't know that. That was a bad deal for them, wasn't it? To get around Don and get around the crack. Fall off the wagon. Yes, a lot of people. Hey, Shay, for not telling your tip. Oh, welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not using it for content. How many times have people said, "What are you doing for summer?" Well, probably a lot more than you, but I just don't talk about it because it's not it's not you know, content for YouTube. A woman named Vinson. I don't know. Yeah, she is a local. Maybe she could tell us some things about at the beginning. Which creators approached you when you started Shay? Yeah, that would be interesting. Yes, Shay. Maybe she does. Maybe she will tell us. Social cluster. Eh. Do they report money made on tax returns? It depends on how. In the Sophie Long case, I did research that because I know between the 3 platforms that they collected money on, that Michael Long made over $1 million. So we were trying to report him. However, it's considered gifts through, I think that's why people don't want to do PayPal. They want to do Venmo or what's the other one? Cash App. So you can't keep track of that. They don't want you to do cash super chats or PayPal. PayPal's going to report now, but it's considered a gift. So, if you donate money to someone, they don't have to report that, unfortunately, unless the laws change in the future. I think it should be taxed. I don't know, especially if you're taking advantage of people. Jody Sue Brown, I did see the thing she came out with at the very beginning saying that the Wells were excellent parents and would never hurt their child. They were so good to their children. That was kind of odd how she turned on a dime. Did she hook up with YouTubers then after that and then turned into making content against the Wells? That's interesting. Josh, okay. I don't watch Josh, though. Oh, yeah, I remember that. And they tracked the lady that did that. Yeah, One of PG's ex-mods, when she kicked me off, posted on Ancestry that I married my grandfather and had a child. Wasn't very happy about that. Anybody can post that on, you know. I see a lot of fake information. Well, even before this case, for crying out loud, Ancestry's always only been as good as the people that put information on it, which often is not very good. The same rules apply to research everywhere. And if you do genealogy, each bit of info you assign a reliability factor to, and then, you have to verify it with a couple of other sources. I mean, a normal person would, but I see a lot of people have started names I recognize, started Wells family trees on Ancestry, and they all have Don's dad as a different Don Wells that died quite a few years ago. And so then, of course, everyone copies that. Everybody has it on their family tree, and none of that is true. I heard Josh saying alive he did send flyers. Yeah, if Josh is to be believed. Excuse me. They did the marathon. Yeah, you have to have it as was it a 401c? Or is there a different way to collect the money? That's interesting. Oh, hey, babe. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'll behave. All right, we're all thinking of you here. Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. When we put our heads together, we always come up with some good stuff. Hey, Danny, welcome. Wasn't some of the donation coming in as gift? Yeah, I don't know if she did split them with Jody Sewer. If that's rumor. I heard the rumor that Candace was giving Daisy part of the money she got, and I can tell you that was 100% not true. I don't see Candace sharing money with anyone, to be honest. So, I don't know. I can't say if that's true or not. Her number blocked. I'm pretty sure that the TBI has Lori on WCIA blocked. Can you imagine? She gives them a data dump every single night of that nonsense for 3 years now. I'm sure they're cross-eyed. Okay. Yes. Absolutely. The common denominator. Yes. Absolutely. At least 90%. Criminal records, arrests, and drugs. Drugs seem to be the common denominator, actually. Also. Thank you, Diane. I appreciate it. Can I remain calm? Have a good evening. I think TM had Chase as her watch boy of the Wells. Who's lost in all this? Summer. Who's lost in all this? Does anybody care about Summer? Is anybody actually looking for Summer? Or are they just talking about it on YouTube? A lot of these people that claim to be for Summer actually never even share her missing poster. I've noticed that. It seems like they tag her in their live title, but then sometimes they never even talk about her. Really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Well, I wonder if they were giving him money. I know Benny wanted to collect money in Monica Sherrod. Yeah, we're just trying to figure out what happens. It's good that we all come together and put these stories together. Benny, before he went to jail, he asked me to do a live with him. I said, "Oh, Benny, I think our styles are so much different. I don't know how that would work." And he said, "Oh, yeah, it would." But, Benny, sometimes he got so caught up in the drama, I think. And I said, "You're intelligent. You're well spoken. You do good research." I said, "Your cooking and crime videos were awesome. If he'd just stick to that, if he'd just stick to facts and not do the drama part, I think he would have really taken off. I really do. The cooking and crime, I love those. That was awesome. The P.O. Box gift card, no, I don't. Yeah, that was the rumor. That was the rumor, Danny. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. Hello, database. I don't know about that. I wonder what started the Wells versus Jody's. I don't know. How soon after Summer went missing did Andy leave? Who was evicted first, Jody Sue or Andy? I don't know. She sure was all pro Wells at the beginning. I don't know what happened. Okay, thank you, Nana. I'm glad you're here and you can set some of these rumors straight. Yeah, I got my fur babies next to me too. I meant yes. Yes. Yeah, Shay, can you tell us if anyone reached out to you? Any creators reached out to you? Oh, Cam and Allie just posted on TikTok. It's got a notification. But not far enough not to be targeted. Okay. Then you probably don't want to tell us who, but that would be interesting. Well, it took AB long enough to figure that out, didn't it? People tried to tell him. Jody Sue Brown started talking trash. Yeah. And I think I believe Andy, and I think he's a good guy. And he said a lot of what she said wasn't true. He said the Wells kids never came begging for food. He said they gave him food once in a while, but they never asked for food or never came over looking for food. Now, Jody Sue, her claim that she saw Don and Summer showering naked. Okay, I know that was false because she never got out of the truck. You can't see the shower from the truck. And then she admitted that she just saw Summer naked with Candace. She didn't even see Don. Now, PG last night said that you could see straight through. Jody Sue Brown could see. She said it's a straight shot right from that door to the bathroom. Okay, that tells me that PG has never been to the Wells. And I already knew that, and that just proved it to me. She's never been there. She has no idea what the setup is. Because you cannot see the bathroom from the door. I don't think, no, she didn't say, because I talked about that, she didn't say that she knew him a long time, but she said since Don and Candace, since Summer went missing, that she has become very good friends with Tim Mullen. I don't think they met beforehand, but yeah, she said they're really good friends. Well, Danny, you got to watch out for a lot of creators are not unbiased. They have an agenda that they're pushing. So, I try to put out good and bad on Don and Candace, whatever the truth is here. But some people like to make things up to make it seem that they're worse than they are. That's what I thought. So not really local. Yeah. I'd like to know what the shady creator was, but you probably don't want to say. Hi, Lisa Kleckner. Welcome. Just because Hellgarden decided Yeah, I don't know. A lot of shady stuff in this case. And I think a lot of people inserted themselves for that very reason. And it's a shame. It really is a shame. It should be more about summer, less about content. And there's a lot of other children that deserve attention. A lot of other children. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. Um, okay. And Shannon isn't my favorite person, but I'll go look at that. Allegedly. Hello, Karen. I don't think that Candace gives money away. Um, that would be something you'd have to prove to me. I don't believe that. Yep, she definitely was. Okay, I'm trying to get caught up here. Way worse than Don and Candace. Yes. Yeah, I believe that, Shay. Even if PG does think that Jody Sue's Mother of the Year. Yeah, Eve, some of us are for summer. And I post other people's pictures too. I think we're gonna get justice for Holland. I'm hoping. She just seemed like an innocent. I don't know. There's too many people out there preying on, you know, teens with drug and mental and emotional problems because they're easy targets. Um, I think he did more at the end, Mishu. I'm not sure he started with such pure motives. I think he did try to expose. Yeah, I'm here for summer and I'm here for the truth. Okay, Andy. I don't know how he stayed all those years actually. Yeah. Why is Jody Sue Brown? Well, entitled. There you go. Shay, that's the operative word there, entitled. Didn't Jody Sue Brown ask Candace, um, I guess the scream. I didn't know that, but yeah, I don't believe Josh. No, he was not the one, but that detective did sound a lot like him. But yeah, Josh. Um, yeah, I don't want him coming after me, but there you go. Oh, that's right. I did see that, Tia. I did see that protection order. I don't know if she got it. She tried to get it. I think they tried to take it out on each other. I can't remember now. I'd have to go back and look. I know Nana for Life is a very sweet person, very honest. Yeah, I don't know. Jody Sue Brown's daughter said Andy screams when he got mad at her. Well, I don't know. They might have had a relationship like Don and Candace, where Don screams and swears and Candace hits. I don't know. She wails on Don. People saw it. People saw her break his eardrum and didn't report it. That's domestic abuse. Why wouldn't they call that in? For crying out loud. The person that overheard Jody Sue Brown bitching Candace out of her money and gift card says different. So are you saying that Candace did not give her money, Shay? That I believe. I don't see Candace giving out money. I just don't. That is absolutely correct. I think probably 10% is being generous. But she didn't have any money. She and Andy didn't have any money to buy anything. So, they didn't have any money to buy that. I don't understand why she was so mad. Why was she so mad at Dobbs? I think she ran Dobbs off because she had trail cams on that property, but for what? Because she had pictures of Dobbs walking his land. So she had trail cams up there. So why would she have trail cams on someone else's property? Answer me that. I think she ran him off so she had time to get him down. But that's just my opinion. I would like to know who the little pedo kid is protecting that Jody Sue. I don't know. I don't think there is one, is there? I haven't heard of that. There aren't that many kids up on the hill. I don't know. I didn't hear that. Yeah. Yes. Well, look at how I got trashed today. Anybody that tells the truth gets driven out or try to drive, or they try to drive them out. Why? What's so scary about the truth? Yes, exactly. Hi, Molly Collie. Welcome. Yeah. And she said anybody that's in Ziggy's chat is not going to heaven. And I'm thinking, people in your chat are going to heaven? You got to be kidding me. She's anointed by God. She said she's doing God's work. Isn't the devil a big deceiver? That's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah, I know. No, but PG said, Nana. In my opinion, it's all half truths. Notice that no one from Beach Creek itself. Yeah, except for that John Boucher that was on PG's, that disappeared into thin air. Remember him? Said Leslie Earhart and the whole TBI was involved in a child trafficking ring. Yeah, I don't think anybody that, good. I hope that they're not on YouTube and they're not spreading rumors. And if they do know something, they're turning it into law enforcement. Yeah, I don't think that was true either. I remember that. She was raking in. Oh, I heard that. I heard that she sold the shirt she was wearing. That's really odd, don't you think? Jab was abs. Oh, you mean Jody Sue? Jody Sue. I'm going to say Jody Sue instead of Jab, right? I've heard that name Jab, but I don't know who that is. Do you know Fred and Laurel at TBI? Jody Sue Brown wasn't ever supposed to get money for the shirt. Yeah, that is disgusting. And if that isn't making money off of Summer, I don't know what is. And now Ernie hawking t-shirts. And people said that he never mailed out the t-shirts the last time he did that. I don't know. Really? Really? Wow. I didn't realize that Jamie was like that. Database, that's a lie. I can show proof. Are you talking about the t-shirt, Shay? Yeah, I do too, even. I try to post ones that from all states, not just Tennessee. And surprisingly, several of the ones I've posted have been found. So I don't know if, me posting them has anything to do with that, but yes, I agree. I don't believe anything Fred Hill says. Actually, nothing. Okay, Mitchu, I'll go look at those then. Okay, database, okay, just keep it, uh, keep it nice. Okay, keep it friendly. Yeah, Jackhammer, I posted, he did a walk of the wells. I posted that. He did a walk of the wells property and the dog trail. I hate the dog trail, calling it the dog trail because it was a motorcycle trail. But anyway, and he also did a walkthrough right at the beginning of Warriors because people were crazy on Facebook about that. They're like, "Oh, look, this root that looks like a mandrake root. I bet Summer ate some of that and poisoned herself." And I'm like, "Please stop." See, people were into the conspiracies right at the beginning. Hi, Pam O'Connor. Was Kathy married to a Simpson? That I don't know. I heard somebody talk about that, but I'm not sure what would, even if she was, what would that mean? The thing is, we don't know what they told law enforcement, right? I mean, Jody Seuss changed her story a million times on YouTube, but we don't know. Hopefully, they're not lying to law enforcement. I don't know. Okay, database, please back off, please. Okay, chapstick, good. Thank you. Screenshotting. I bought exactly. Exactly. I don't think it means anything. Yeah. I don't know what the thing of that is either. And I was going to talk about Chad. It's very odd that everybody database, please. Please. I don't ever time anybody out or block them, but please just calm down. We're all here trying to get to the truth here. Yeah, I was going to talk about Chad. Now, Chad lived at the bottom of the hill, lived at the bottom of Fred's driveway in a tent. I know he had a restraining order out against him for the person he was living with. Now, that was discussed widely at the beginning because they said there was another person allegedly living with him in the tent, and people were trying to guess who it was. If it was his brother, if it was, I heard Cotton mentioned. I don't think Cotton was living in a tent there with him, but that was pretty widely accepted fact at the beginning. And Andy said yes, he was living in a tent there. Now, Laura and Fred's sister both deny that. Is there a reason why? Is there a reason people are trying to distance Chad from Fred? Can anybody see where I'm going with this? Because I don't think I'm going to say. Oh, yeah, PG, that was horrible. I tried to tell Laura to not talk to PG. I said, she's going to use you and then stab you in the back. Sure enough, didn't take her 2 days, did it? Yeah, PG's good at putting out people's calls, isn't she? And speaking of that, I don't know how to do talk to text, and I don't know how to oh, my cat just jumped on my stomach. I don't know how to record a conversation on my phone either. But did anybody else think it was suspicious when PG played that call with allegedly Grady Light that it didn't record PG's side of the conversation at all? It just recorded Grady's. And she said we just have to imagine what she was saying. Now, with Laura's conversation, she cut and pasted that. You could tell. So did she just cut her part out? How do we know what she really said? Is it possible to record a phone conversation on your phone and not record you talking, just the other person? I don't know. Fred has blame. Yeah. I'm surprised Fred hasn't blamed Rose Bly. Sherfy guy had to chase Jody Sue. I think Jody Sue Brown. Yeah, and I wonder what he was doing sneaking. Um, maybe Andy was growing pot back there and he was checking on that. I mean, that was quite a while after Summer went missing, so I don't really think that had anything to do with it. And, Fred saying that Jody Sue's son was in the pool with Summer. And then I asked him if he had a picture. He said no. Then, a couple nights ago, I saw somebody in PG's chat saying they saw the picture. There wasn't a picture. YouTube rumors. YouTube rumors. The only RSO finder in the world. Oh, yeah. That was hilarious. Anytime one comes near his property, he gets an alert on his phone. Yeah, Fred's stories are definitely. Did I miss something? Molly C. Oh, no, I said hi to her, didn't I? Yep. I talked to them. But then Andy. Fred's a glad. That's funny, Shay. That's a good question, Diamond Ice, too. But we don't believe him, right? But yeah, saying he had 13 to 15 kids at a time staying at his house. Like, where? Where? At his house. And people say the Wells ran a trap house. I've never seen any proof of that. But it kind of sounds like maybe Fred did. Were they all over there buying meth? I don't know. I asked a question about info Jody Sue Brown said, and she was so mad. Oh no, her name isn't Bly. Her name isn't Jody Sue Bly Brown. No, her main name is Brown. She's never been married. No, her dad was Brown, and what's her mom? I forget, but yeah, it's not Bly. That was a rumor, but I did see that. No, does any saying that she was at Walker's Fork? No, what's Walker's Fork? Did you mean that, or is that talk to text? I don't know what Walker's Fork is. Sold shirt and candle. Well, Tiffany Marie sold candles with Summer's picture on them, and also cash gurnons, because his grandmother was going to sue her, but she said she quit with the cash candles. But I saw she still had Jody Summers. Excuse me. Up. Okay, I'm gonna try to get. Yeah, and especially when Don was close with Fred. But is that why? Well, did Don blame Fred? I don't know. Don just blamed anyone to get people away from Ben Hill. Summer's far, far away. Yeah, buy it now. Yeah, he wouldn't let anyone accuse Tim. That's 100% truth, Pam. I think a lot of people in this case. Database, this is your third warning. Just be nice, please. Just be nice. Don't go after a person. Just, go after, um, please, please, I'm begging you, please. Okay, I'm going down. And I know yes, please keep chat respectful, please. We're all getting along in here. Well, I never have any problems in here, you guys. PG knows Allie from before. It was a Facebook post that PG shared of Allie when Allie's daughter was missing. Huh. Can you send that to me, TP, or make a post of it? PG knew Allie. How would PG know Allie? Rose Meyer had not talked to Candy for 10 years before Summer went missing. So she saw Summer missing in a Facebook group. So I wonder if some of these people are in Facebook missing children's groups, and that's where they're hooking up. Is that possible? Shay, I'm sorry. I will I am trying to stay on top of that. Database, I'm gonna have to give you a timeout. I'm serious. I don't know who you are, but that's not cool. The thing about that is that her supposedly taking it away from Summer because it would be bad, that came from Ziggy Valero, didn't it? So I went over all 4 of her interviews with K, Critical K, Karen, and her story was not consistent. There might have been some things in there, but then yet Candy told her that stuff, allegedly. And even if Candy did really tell her all that stuff, Candy's a liar too. So there you go. That mandrake. That was kind of funny. Yeah, yeah, just okay, Shay, you stop it too. You're antagonizing. I have never seen. Okay, I'm gonna have to. I've taken screenshots of stuff that you guys are mentioning, and I'll go watch those. Well, yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I really don't. I don't think Allie had anything to do with any trafficking. Look at all the kids her sister has. Yes, that was according to Ziggy V, so we don't know. Hi, Sharon, welcome. Chapstick, that's interesting. That is very interesting. It wasn't PG. I never thought of that. I never thought of that. I love that. That's brilliant. It was a man. It could have been anybody. You're right. And she cut out somebody sent her that tape, didn't they? And then she cut it out and pretended that was her. I bet you're exactly right. That's genius. That is genius. I know. Right. But I worry about him, but not from yeah. I think he might be involved in the cotton stuff, and he is scared of someone else that's involved in the cotton stuff. You get where I'm going? Before they had a channel. Okay, I know I'm way, way behind. Way behind. Yeah, I don't know. I have not heard about Walker's fault. The candle was Chase. So Chase was working with Tiffany Marie. I know that Lori from WCIA Witchcraft in Action, she made a video of herself making candles with the essence of summer and then sold them. That was creepy AF as far as I'm concerned. That's interesting. The math house. I bet you Fred ain't very good at math. What do you Just my thought. I absolutely believe that. Well, he's making a living off that, so he had to have customers, right? People do say there was a lot of traffic on that road, so I don't know who else they'd be going to see. I can't see Jody C. Brown having tea parties. Um, I absolutely believe that. But YouTubing. Okay, I'm trying to get him caught up here. Don blamed Dudley first, then he blamed Fred. I don't know. According to Andy, he was never that close with um Don. He said Don and Fred were tight when they moved there. Well, you know what? I have a theory about Fred, and I think people are scared of him with good reason. Okie Bree, welcome. Don blamed Fred in a conversation with me. Yeah, I Fred definitely was. Oh, Peachy claimed that she talked to Allie every day for a while. Remember her good friend Allie? Okay, Luca, that was I actually know all about that. That was, I believe, 3 weeks before the 15th. And that was someone I know. And she asked if they were at Warriors. Yep. And Candace said Fort Henry Dam. And they also, then another person said, are those Jimmy's grandkids, which is Candace's dad. And that was, I have a dated photo of that, and that was 3 weeks before the 15th. So that was not that day. People were freaked out because he and that man had, well, yeah. Oh, Danny. Walker's Fork Baptist Church. Luca, were you the one that was talking about that? Golly, I didn't intend to be here on this long. I don't think Tim, we talked about Tim before you got here. I've done Tim's family tree and investigated him, and I really think he's just trying to get information for a documentary. I don't think there's anything shady there. I really don't. I don't see anything shady in his past at all. And I certainly don't think he had anything to do with Summer going missing. I don't have it. I just know I've seen it. Shared a post about a missing child. Yeah. Well, I'll look. I'll look at that. I didn't go back. Why are you? Only time will tell. Shay's side? I'm not taking either side. Did you just hear me tell Shay to be nice too? Because I just did. I'm not taking anybody's side. The shootout with women and kids. What shootout? No, it actually wasn't tested. I know that. But I don't know. No, they didn't really do much with Candy's truck. Hello, Sylvia Brown. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm trying to put it behind me. Ellie confirmed that Jason lived at the end of the driveway, but Chad wasn't at the time. However, Candace stopped and asked Chad if Fred was home on her way up the driveway at 4:30. So if he wasn't living at the bottom of the driveway, Phoebe, what? Phoebe, if you make one more comment on here, you're getting blocked. Because you're a two-faced backstabber. I never called Dolly Vision. Wouldn't even know how to call Dolly Vision. I never said I'm a cousin of the Wells. Oh, that wasn't me. There was a fake person that called Dolly. Yeah, I saw someone share that recently. Her voice is not identical to mine. Doesn't sound anything like mine. I don't know. Hunter said that. Now, Allie said there was 2 or 3 hours that she wasn't allowed to talk about, which is odd because Allie wasn't there, right? Allie didn't know nothing. She wasn't involved. She wasn't with them. So Hunter said that he wasn't told he couldn't talk about anything, and Hunter was there. So I don't know. I don't think a lot of what I don't think a lot of what Allie said was true. I'm sorry. Actually, I know some things she said that weren't true. Don, but the first time Candace spoke on Fred, remember when Brandon went on that walk with JLR and his stepmom said, if you go over that hill, you end up in Fred Hill's backyard, unfortunately, or something like that. She didn't have very good, and didn't Brandon spit on the ground when they asked about Fred Hill? He spit when they said somebody. Oh, cool. That would be cool to have a moonshiner relative. How awesome. I bet he had some awesome stories. Where was Candace when Rose went missing? She was still living in Arkansas. She's not a suspect. And I don't know if, people say, oh, she was still in Arkansas. She's lying about being between. They drove back and forth. They could have been between Arkansas and Tennessee on their way to visit Don's mom. So I don't know. She never said an exact spot. Um, I'm not sure she knows exactly where she was, but I can guarantee you she didn't have anything to do with it. Yeah, trolls. A troll, actually. There you go. But do you think it wasn't PG? I don't know. I think that's hey Andy B. I think that's a good thought that it wasn't actually PG. That makes a lot of sense how there wasn't any other side of the conversation. And I know Grady's daughter said that that wasn't Grady. There actually is a video of somebody interviewing Grady. I watched it. That's on YouTube. That was interesting. Yeah. Candles, t-shirts. I can't see Phoebe anymore now. She might have blocked me, so I can't see what she was saying. Oh. Yeah, his daughter said that wasn't him. But do we know if it's PG? I thought Chapstick had a good idea that that was someone else. Someone else that gave that to PG, and that's why she cut out the questions. Because I don't know how the hell you would record a phone conversation and not record yourself. I don't think that's possible, but I'm not sure. Okay, she just said Walker's Fork. Thank you, Lisa. Walker's Fork Baptist Church Cemetery. Okay, I'm going to screenshot that. That's an insult. If somebody compared anything about me to Donna. Okay. Before going live, I think she does them all day long, but I shouldn't say that about somebody because. Oh, Jerry McLean. Now, who the heck was that? I do remember that name. Wasn't that a guy that worked with Don? Yeah, I think that was the guy that worked with Don. Fred's not a good actor. Yeah, that's for sure. Did the Wild Bill? That whole, I don't know. Andy laughed and said nobody was living in the Wells shed. I think Andy's probably the most reliable reporter on that road. And Dobbs. Yeah, but that's not true because Andy was a pot seller, so I mean, he didn't have drugs. I don't think those kids were ever sedated. Look at the other stuff Jody Sue said that wasn't true. Where would Andy get pills? No, that doesn't make sense to me. Yep, yeah. Will and Candace blamed Tony Hammonds. I just think because his name was in the news and she just thought she'd throw that out there, but he was cleared right away. And those kidnapping charges were dropped because I followed that, so that had nothing to do with it. I don't know. I didn't hear that, Luca. Oh, so that's coming from Jody Sue? So you're saying Jody Sue claimed that? Well, what about Dudley's story makes you question the timeline? Dudley didn't say anything about the 15th, though. Dad and Candace, yeah, they have been. And I think there's a reason to be afraid of Fred, if you know where I'm going. Thank you, database. I didn't take sides, you're right. I didn't know you got timed out, but just be nice, please. That's all I ask. Nobody has to agree here. All opinions are welcome. Just be nice. Yeah, he does have 9 years. It's a long time to be straight. I don't know if I think I did put it out. His family was from Ohio. He had quite a few brothers and sisters, and they actually toured Europe like 8 or 9 times giving concerts. They were a big musical family that did a lot of music stuff, and I forget what college Tim graduated from, but that was in music too. I believe something to do with music production. So, I just think Tim wants to produce a documentary. That's what other people have told me. Okay, there we go. Well, Shurfy said there was a shootout. Don said it was a lie. No, CPS did not get a call about the kids with guns. No, that was a lie. Sassy, what kind of bad stuff did PG say about those kids? What kind of bad stuff did PG say about those kids? What kids, Sassy? I'm going to play something here in a minute. You'll hear her say something bad about kids. Although she says kids are off limits. Apparently they're not off limits to her. Okay, so Allie said she went out to the truck, but Leslie didn't speak up and say that she did. I have texts of Leslie saying she did. She was at the truck. She saw Summer. She asked the cops if they wanted the pictures on her phone, and they said no. They had video of the camera on the pole across from the house. I have all that. I have several screenshots of Leslie's story. Now, Allie, I think she did go out to the truck because of Hunter, what Hunter said. He said that Allie had to talk to Candace about them going to whatever water park the next weekend. Remember, they were going to do it that day, but Hunter had to have Allie's permission because he was on parole. So he said that Allie came out to the truck to talk to Candace about that. And that makes sense. He said Candace handed him the vapes and he showed them to his mother at the door. And then he went in the house. So I do think Allie was out there. I really do. Regardless of what she said later. Team Fred and Ziggy are here. I don't know who that is. I mean, I don't. The local said, I think so. Yeah. I believe that, Shay. I do. I think it, yeah, wants notoriety. Okay, I'm keeping an eye on Sassy. If she, she can stay here. Yeah, there's a reason why. Trust me. I don't block people lightly. Right. Right. I think that is Tim's motive. I honestly do. Well, yeah, and that was a lie. And I'll tell you, she wasn't under the driveway. I know that for a fact. And that was ridiculous because it didn't make any sense. And didn't she say at the house, there's no driveway where Rose was living? And Candy did not buy that land until after Rose went missing. So I don't think she's going to be burying. Why would she kill Rose anyway? Didn't Allie also say that Candace said she killed Rose? I don't believe she ever said that either. Law enforcement had to take dogs out there to Candy's old place just because someone called that tip in, actually more than one person. It's weird to me that the shed by the road was built the same time Rose went missing. The shed by what road? Rose went missing before the Wells moved to Tennessee. She was never in Tennessee. I'm confused by your comment. Tell me more. I thought H said Candace and Grandis came demanding. He said no, he said in his interview with Chris McDonough that he was not told that there was anything he couldn't talk about. So I don't know. Yeah, Candace was there three days later. That's when Hunter claimed he saw the ex-Dunn text on her phone. That was 2 or 3 days after Summer went missing. So I know she was over there. I don't know. Yeah, that came from Penny. Penny said she had a contact in law enforcement that gave her that. There's a lot of weird things about that thing because that didn't look official to me. It wasn't a complete list. It didn't come from the Wells. There was things on there we know they took that were not on that return of service. So I wasn't sure that was legit. I don't know. The kids. Yeah. Yeah, and that wasn't true. Yeah, they do lie. I don't believe anything that, yeah, a lot of people connected with Walker's Fork is on Lone Star. Well, you guys figure out what Walker's Fork has to do with that. I did not hear Candy say that. Can we believe Jody Sue? I don't know, but I'll look at that. How old is the Wells' oldest boy now? He was born in 2008. So what does that make him? 8, 18, 10, 16. Right? Right? I'm sorry. 16. I think Andy is telling the truth. I haven't heard Andy say anything that didn't Candace and Jerry's girlfriend. That was Jerry Preston. And that wasn't Candace. Candace wasn't there. That was Melissa Baker. Yeah, she said it, but it's funny. She's still pining for him. She's never gotten over him. She still posts on Facebook about how he was the love of her life. Oh, this is interesting. Do you think Nana is that where the still milk jug photo is taken? Was that by Walker's Fork? Where they stopped the truck? What is my theory? I think accident cover-up. That's my theory. Other than that, I'm open to anything. I've said since the first day, if Summer walked out of the woods tomorrow, I would not be surprised, and that still holds true today. I would not be surprised. I mean, there's nothing pointing to anything, literally nothing. It's like she was just vaporized. I don't know. It happens a lot, doesn't it? Like D.R. Kuntz, that's a case that just haunts me. Where did he go? Camping with his family and just disappears. How does that happen? Chase, probably a dealer. Same with that Jacket Hammer dude. Oh, Jackhammer. Jamie? I don't know if Don knows him, and he must, right? Because he got permission to go on their property. I don't know how he's connected. Yeah, how did he get drawn in there? He isn't a local either. Yeah, Dudley's a liar. Yes. Can I unblock Luminous? I can't right now. Stargazer, I will unblock her before the next live. I will tonight. I just can't do it right now. I'm sorry. I'm not that proficient. I'd have to go out of this and into something else. Okay, blunt force trauma deaths. Yep. You're going right where I'm leading you. Huh. Mysterious blunt force trauma deaths. Yeah, there seem to be quite a few related to a resident of Ben Hill there. Okay, this is interesting. Yeah, I don't know if they have a lot of money. His dad was a pastor. His dad seemed like a good guy. I think Tim is odd, but I really don't think that he is involved in this. David Dodson, another odd duck, just got caught up in this. I don't see anything fishy about him either. I really don't. And the interview that he did with Teresa, did you notice how very carefully he spoke? Because he, said the boys told him the door at the basement was locked. Now everybody agrees on that. I've never heard anybody ever say anything different than that door was locked. But the other stuff he said, well, that's what, Candace told me, or that's what so-and-so told me. He never stated anything as a fact, that he had heard from someone else. So I think he was 100% honest, in my opinion, from what I saw of that interview. And we could go over that again if you want to. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I believe that, Pam. They could possibly, yes. Absolutely. Yes. What do you mean from Ohio too? I'm not from Ohio, if that's what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, she did say that, but I think she did. I don't know. I just think she did. She did try to change it later, but why? I don't know. Her story's changed a lot too. Nobody's story stayed consistent through this whole thing. The guy was that, I don't know, somebody else will have to tell you that, Miss Shu, I forget. Oh, his name's not coming to me. Earl Pumpkin Taylor? Or his brother? I think one or the other. Oh, I got something. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yep. Candace has taken a messed up summer to Allie's before. I don't believe that either. I don't believe that. And I have other things that True said that are not true. Screenshots of things she said that are not true. Where would Summer get meth? Because Don and Candace didn't use meth. So was Summer over at Fred's? I don't believe that, which I don't believe true. I'm sorry. That's just me. Woohoo! Nana, are we gonna go there? Allie told a lot of lies. Yes, she did. Has Fred's buddy ever talked? Um, yep, I believe that. I don't think the dogs are key. Oh, and I was going to talk about the dogs. Um, okay, Penny, I remember on Benny's Live, Penny claimed that she got that from a law enforcement source. Yeah, I don't know. Nana, can you weigh in here? Do you know anything about that? I must be way behind. Okay, I'm going to go down to the bottom. I'm sorry. I am way behind. Sylvia, why do you keep asking that? I'm sure they were on a lot of people's channels. Yeah, I don't think so either. Well, I know she was there with her girlfriend and Don wouldn't let him in the house 'cause he didn't like that. No, Robin doesn't connect to the lamplight. That wasn't true. Oh my goodness, no. Really, Rain Dancer? I don't know. I don't know anybody that's actually connected to the lamplight, and I don't know what that has to do with anything. Yeah, I saw those rumors about Robin, and those aren't true. I've seen a picture of Rose and thought she looked like Jody Sue on a good day, maybe. Actually, Rose and both of her sisters look quite a bit alike when they were younger. Candace has had a little harder life, but I think all three girls look alike. Okay, no, that was not true. That just came from Fred or Fred's sister. Fred? That was when the supposedly Fred's sister found Summer's clothes in the washing machine. No, 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 no. The dogs. Okay, so here's the thing with the dogs. Allegedly, they tracked down the driveway to the road. So why didn't the dogs? I don't think they ever had Summer's scent. I don't think that the article they were given was Summer's. Um, why wasn't Summer's scent between the house and the road, or in Candy's truck, or anywhere in the yard? I mean, the dog should have been all over that yard. Summer was all over running around there playing. Why didn't they ever get any scent of Summer anywhere up there at all? I've got questions. Dave Rader said the dogs never had a scent. Um, I heard one lady with her dog got scents that weren't reliable, and that happens. A lot of that depends on the trainer too. Oh, weigh in on whether that return of service, the receipt of what the law enforcement took from the wells. Did you see that? Was that legit? That Benny showed? Okay. Well, Shay, we're probably related because I'm allegedly related to everybody, right? Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Maria, you're going to get blocked too. I'm sorry. I think we all know that. I was contacted and asked to um, research Rose's case, and then the same people are involved in Summers. So there you go. True Alien Leslie had a lot of posts. Yeah, many inconsistent things. Yes. Yeah. Jam, hello. Yes, she was. Chasing offered to help. Oh, I remember hearing that recently. Prayer Gardens Live. If you guys want to run over there. I'm gonna play something. Oh gee, I bet is Sassy missing here now? Oh, I don't know anything about the dog. I know people were feeding the Wells dogs anytime they were gone, so the fact that they didn't yeah, I don't yeah. Well, in just two single prints of a foot quite a ways apart, and those were never verified by law enforcement. Those were just some guy posting that on YouTube. So, I mean, was that or on Facebook? Was that even true? There's so many things that I don't thank you, Nana. Thank you. I don't believe it was legitimate either for the reasons I mentioned. Yeah. Didn't people buy Benny a drone? I'm pretty sure they did. Didn't they buy Dolly a drone? Except that in Tennessee, you can't fly a drone legally over someone's property, so I'm not sure what exactly happened to all those drones. Okay, I think I saw him at the beginning. Yes, he said he was told different things. And he was very careful about the way he said it too. He said he was told about the footprint too, but he never confirmed any of those things. I think credibility is really important for some of those people, some of the people we've heard from. So, you gotta look at the way they word things. Like TBI, they never said Summer was last seen here or there. They said Summer was reported by her mother to have been seen walking away from the house. So they didn't confirm that either. So they did not have scabies. Maria, that doesn't even make sense. I didn't block you. Did I block you? You're still here, Quest, commenting. But nobody had scabies. Why would they shave her head? Kids were there all the time and didn't have shaved heads. That doesn't make sense. Research if you don't someone's family if you want to date. What? I guess I'm lost. Did Squall know Jamie? Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. You're making me think something. You just made a connection for me. Possibly. Now I'm going to have to think about that. Yeah, isn't that the truth? That's why I don't think we'll ever know. Then he bought his? Okay. Yeah, there's not enough facts, really. Don blamed Fred because of the drug traffic. That makes sense. Yeah, I never got. Yeah, I never got that Jamie was sus. I really didn't. And David, definitely not. That's interesting. Um, we don't know that, but here's something that I question is that Summer, the milk jug video and the photo was in that tracksuit, right, with the pants and the top, but yet she was reported missing wearing a pink shirt and gray shorts. So my question is, when did she change her clothes? When did she change out of the tracksuit and into the shorts? And I mean, if Candace just saw her go into the house and not come out, why would she say she was wearing gray shorts and a pink top? No, this is Jackhammer Jamie. He's not from there. Nana, you keep saying that. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I just Jamie Wilson is the one that did the videos and stuff. That's Jackhammer Jamie. He doesn't live in Tennessee. Yeah, drone's useless. And that's why I thought it was funny that people were saying that Fred tooled around and spied on people's houses in a golf cart. Like, from the pictures I've seen, how the hell is he getting through that jungle in a golf cart? I'm sorry. Some of the stuff we've heard is just too funny. Oh, I didn't hear about Jamie being Don's boss. Yeah, the pants, the pink tee, I think was, but the pants, yeah, the gray shorts. I don't know. Hey, Oreo. Some drones. Actually, they used some kind of law enforcement used some kind of drones that could see color. Remember? I remember hearing about that, and I had to look it up. It wasn't the heat sensitive ones, and if summer was there, the heat sensitive drones would have shown that, even through foliage. But they used some kind of color thing, and that was a little bit later. The monkeys drove it. It'd be pretty rough going. Have to be a 4x4 jacked up golf cart, wouldn't it? Oh my goodness. I thought Candace said she changed after they got home. Okay, I had not heard that. Oh, that's so cute. Annie's little monkeys. Okay, what does Shay? The reporter said that's what Candace told her that off camera, then told a different story the second interview on camera. All right, I gotta go see what Diamond Eyes said before the monkeys. I missed something. Sharon. I'm trying to track it down. Summer went and it was Candace's grandson left Summer outside. I keep hearing people say, oh, Candy said this, Candy said that, Candy said Don. Candace left with Summer to take her to Don because she was sick. She never said that. Someone else said that. That was Ziggy Valero that said that. Candy didn't say that. So I don't think we can, consider that the truth, since that's from an unverified source. Hearsay. I know, they're just joking. We're talking about the math monkeys, Nana. I just think that's kind of funny. Okay, great talk tonight, you guys. Thanks everybody for being respectful. Oh my God, 2.5 hours. I didn't intend to talk that long, but appreciate everybody being respectful. I appreciate all of you being here, every one of you. And I think we got some great ideas, great information. I love it. Okay, so we'll see you again soon, maybe Monday night. I don't know. Maybe we need to delve into this a little more before I do Greeneyez. Because he's mostly nonsense, but one holler buddy. Oh, that little bunny's cute. Yes, thanks to my wonderful mods. Yeah, Luca, I'll look for your email. Diamondize. I like the little monkeys. Yes, thanks everybody. I appreciate each and every one of you. And have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.